Okay, hello everyone. It's me again, and welcome to my second episode of my vlog, again, whatever, right? And well, by the way, say hello to Mr. Chair right here. Today, let's start to call him Charlie. Yeah, Mr. Charlie. Okay, this episode is delayed for quite a few days because of many objective reasons, like external factor. Well, but most thing is about me because I want to up the game a little bit. Let me explain in detail. For the first episode, I did something we called one take, one shot. It means I just put my phone on the gimbal and let's just do everything in a single time. Yeah, no script, no revision, no editing, nothing at all. It was okay, yeah, but I received some feedback from my friends, and today I decided to up the game a little bit. The video will be recorded with a stable tripod, and the audio will be recorded like with a microphone. So I'm going to join them together after I finish this video. So yeah, there's more things to do, and of course, right, a lot of hustle. But well, let's see how the result will be, okay? Tell me if you have any comment on that. Now, one more thing is that my main job is still a teacher, and of course, being a teacher is always have something to do. So I don't want to get this hobby to interfere with my main career. Alright. So if you don't see me like posting something for quite a few days, it means I'm having some trouble with classes. But yep, that could be all for the introduction. Let's get to the second episode right now. The topic for today is I received some suggestion. Suggestion is about working from home. Yeah, or let me try to call that by a different name. How to adapt to a new normal in the working environment. Okay, new normal. The new normal, the keywords that we have been listening for so long. And trust me, we don't even remember what is the old normal anyway, right? So yeah, new normal, it doesn't make sense a lot. All right, thanks COVID, I guess. Anyway, there's too many things to say about this topic. So for today, I just try to, cut to some general part of the working from home. Usually, let's call them, I would tell you about the concept of working from home, as well as some of my personal choice of equipment that I have been collected and invested over the last couple of months. I would say about a year actually, started from my first pieces. But okay, now the first thing, working from home. I think people have a little mistake right here, a very small but important mistake right here. We call that work from home. But okay, there are actually two things, work from home and work at home. Okay, let me explain a little bit. When we say working from home, it means you work from the location called home. And that's it. Everything stays the same. The nature of your work stays the same. The workload stays the same. And even the working hour, it will stay the same. You just don't go to the office and stay home. Okay. It's alright, but it's not the things. We can do that for a short period of time. A couple of weeks, a couple of months. But longer than that, it's been over 6 months now, and we don't see any positive outcome yet. So I think it should be the time to upgrade it to working at home. Now, at is an interesting preposition. When I say I'm in the school, maybe I go to the school to do something, but not about teaching and studying. When I say I'm in the office, I go to the office for some reason, but not working. But when I say I'm at school, I'm really have something to do with the education. So I'm at school at the moment. Now, working at home. It means, yes, home is my office. Like, it would become the central pieces, like the main point of my working. It's no longer just a location. It become the central pieces of my work. Now, Let us sink in for a minute, everybody. Let us sink in for a minute. It means we are going to change our concept of working from the root, from the beginning, from the original things, right? Wow, that's a big thing, right? That's a big thing. And COVID, despite of a lot of problems it may bring, it actually is a good chance for a lot of workers to think about working from home or working at home. I mean, let's say about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when everybody thinks about working from home or working at home, like I would like to say, people think about freelancer, like the people who do in marketing, designing, maybe IT a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, this was the things, right? But now everything, mostly everything, can be adapted to working at home. Teaching and education, I would say, would be the frontier of that. So again, I would be a little arrogant, but let's say I'm very confident about my understanding, experience, and also application of this. Now, let's talk about some good and not very good aspect of home working. The first thing is flexibility. I mean, your schedule is yours. For example, you don't have to wake up very early in the morning and rush out of your house, grab a sandwich on a small shop along the street and eat them on the way to work. Then drink some machine-made coffee, which low quality coffee, and bear with all the smoke, the noise, the trouble of the traffic jam just to get to the office. Now you can just like wake up, do your personal thing, enjoy some homemade breakfast, and open the computer. And that's begin a working day. Now, that sounds cool, right? Unfortunately, that would bring a lot of distraction. I mean, we have a trend to get too comfortable. Yeah. All right. And because you don't have to travel, it do not take you a lot of time to go to work. You always stay home, which means that you would have full availability. Like people, your boss, your employer, your co-worker, they can call you at any time because they know that you are at home. And of course, you may help them with something. Right. The second thing is, now when we go to the office, we must follow the design, the setup of that particular places. Like, okay, when I go to school, I enter the class, I have to sit on the chair. All right, it's comfortable, but also cheaply made chair from a store near the school, right? Squeaking and cracking on the day. And then the table, small, old, a little bit not suitable for my body shape, right? And wearing shoes, all of the problem. It's not comfortable. I cannot decorate my table, my classroom. I cannot change the table, change the chair. Nothing I can do, right? Despite I'm having a very good chair, good desk, and good working environment, it's still something not me. I need me, the me in the office setting. Now at home, I am in my own domain. Or like we say, who dare entering my domain? This is my place. I have a full right to do whatever I want. I would say that again, whatever I want. Even the colors, gosh. So yeah, it's really comfortable to work at the place that I design myself. Now, unfortunately, I have a lot of toys. I would say toys around me. So during the working entire time, I can be a little bit distracted. Okay, no, okay. Not about that. It's a secret, right? You didn't say anything. Forget that. All right. And finally, when I mentioned that you can design the office by yourself, wow, this would come with a lot of investment. Everybody, your choice, your responsibility. Everything must be paid by your pocket, by your own budget. And trust me when I say a lot of my income has been into Well, the things that I use to work. This thing, for example, it cost me 1 month's savings. Jesus. All right. Why do we have to spend a lot of money for the things that we use to work? Well, if it's a thing I use to play, when I want to, for example, I just turn on my PS4, my PlayStation 4, and it doesn't work. What happened? I would turn on my TV, I would listen to music, I would do something else. I have lots of entertainment choices. But if I turn my computer for working and it doesn't work, I got into big trouble. I would get into huge problem, because when we talk about working, we need things that works when it need to works. And the reliable things like that are not cheap. Totally not cheap at all. So, okay, that's something. Now, let's talk about some basic necessity that you need to start a home working plan. Let's call that a home working plan. I mean, you may not do that right now, but just something in your mind could be a good idea for, future planning. Okay. So for the tool that we need a good location. No joking, we need a good location. You cannot sit on the dining table to work. You cannot laying in your bed to work. You cannot sit in like the under of the stair to work. No, these places will not work. We need a real place that look like a working place. Ideally, a specialized room designed for working with a good window, because we need window, we need air, we need the nature, we need the inspiration from the outside. If you just look at the wall for all day, I'm not sure about the mental health, right? I'm not sure about that. All right, and then with the internet, very important with the internet. Strong internet, that will be fine, but the actual thing we need is a stable connection. Strong doesn't matter when it is disconnected. A stable one, on the other hand, will make sure that your workflow runs smooth from sunset to sunrise. No, we don't work from sunset to sunrise, right? I mean from sunrise to sunset. It's opposite. Like I have like the Wi-Fi router, the Wi-Fi modem, the repeater, the mesh and everything. And I also have this. Well, this is USB, which you can put the SIM card right here and it will broadcast the signal. This is my backup plan. So when everything fails, I still have that. All right, but okay, we don't talk about that right now. It's really cumbersome. And the last thing you need is computers. Of course. Now, think about this way. A computer, when you go to the office, it's like a tool. You use it to work and you interact with your co-worker in a real life situation. But when you're working from home, the computer would be the window to connect you and your workplace and the world. So like it upgrades from a tool to a doorway, to like the passport, and the stairway to heaven, whatever things you can call. I mean that the importance become necessary into critical. So don't hesitate, right? Invest the majority of your budget into a good computer. We don't need any fancy computer, no RGB, no VGA, nothing like that. We just need something that can run good for an extended period of time. I mean 10 hours a day, all day, every day. So think it that way. Now, let's go for the last part. A little bit more specific detail about the tool that I use for myself. I mean, I already used my budget to buy them, to try them, to evaluate them, and to learn the lesson from them. In short, I paid so you don't have to pay. I use so you don't have to try. And I learn experience so you can get that from me, free. What else do we need, right? Now, the first thing first, I always, if possible, try to use at least 2 monitors, 2 computer screens when I work. 2. And if possible, I would like to go to 3. Because trust me when I say more screen, it means you will have a better productivity. No joking. Right. Second thing, audio is king. I mean, your video, okay, my video can look like that. It's not very fancy. You can just use a cheap webcam, couples of 100,000, that could be fine. But if people do not hear you or cannot understand what you are trying to say, you are in the big trouble. I mean, the key is communication. Communication is key. All right. So make sure you use a good microphone. I think I will plan another episode to talk detail about the microphone. But okay, anything with a USB connection and looks big will be good. Anything, you don't need like good brand, just a normal brand is fine. But just make sure it have a USB connection and, well, some pop filter. And the last thing, well, will be about the application of cloud services and the techniques for online communication. But, well, look at the length of this video. I think I would delay that into, well, maybe the second episode. So, my plan is for the second episode, I would like to do some review and comparison between different kind of microphone, like how the quality of an earphone, a headset, a condenser microphone, a dynamic microphone, and even a shotgun microphone. These things I have been trying myself. And okay, that's the plan. But alright, feel free to give me more suggestions about the things that I can do. And well, see you around in the next episode. I don't know when it will come out, maybe this weekend, maybe the next week. Anyway, right, stay tuned, give me some comment, give me feedback, click the like button, right, maybe share that to everybody, and well, live long and prosperous. See you around, everybody. Good night.